What's going on, my fellow high stim pre-workout enthusiasts? I do hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining High Stim Ace for this review here. I have an awesome product that I'm excited to be finally reviewing. I ran this one a couple of times already, and I've been wanting to drop this review for a long time, but new products keep coming in. You know, this industry we're in, guys, there's always new stuff being released, stuff being updated, reformulated, and there's new drops, collaborations. It's a busy lifestyle for us, high stim, or any pre-workout enthusiast for that matter, guys, whether it's high stim or daily, it doesn't matter because this industry doesn't stop, and it's my job to try to review the latest products for you guys, my beloved community. But with that being said, this here is a reformulated product. It's been around for quite a while, and even this current reformulated version has been on the shelves for about a year, maybe a little bit longer. But I got this one a couple of months ago, ran it a bunch of times, maybe 4 times so far, and each and every time was a consistent experience. What I'm talking about and what I will be reviewing today is the Cannibal Riot OG pre-workout from Chaos and Pain. Look at this beautiful tub. I love the entire aesthetic they got for the Cannibal series. In general, I love all their tubs, all their aesthetics, really, really cool. I reviewed their Cannibal Permaswole, one of my favorite pump formulas ever. Honestly, I reviewed that one. It actually did really well. You guys can watch that on my pre-workout reviews playlists. I always link all my playlists in the video description below, so you guys can always be up to date and catch up on some old classics as well while you're at it. But this here is the second product I will be reviewing from Chaos and Pain. I have a whole bunch of their stuff. Really, really generous people over there at Chaos and Pain. They sent me an amazing care package a while ago, and I'm slowly getting to reviewing everything. I have all these products coming in, and I try to rotate everything to give brands a chance to shine, maybe put a product out there that you guys haven't heard of before, and obviously the big drops from companies like Apollo Nutrition or Dark Labs or Panda Subs or whatever it may be, guys. But today, we're finally going to be reviewing the Riot OG pre-workout, and it's funny because this label here only has like 7 or 8 ingredients, but this is a classic example of labels being just labels because the experience does not match the label whatsoever. So without further ado, let's break down this label and let me tell you what I think. So the flavor we got here is Blue Hawaiian, and we are getting 25 servings, so good value for money. 25 servings is always good. Most brands in this day and age give you 20 servings of the full serving, so 25 is a win. I like it a lot. Chaos and Pain is very generous when it comes to their serving sizes, but the flavor here, Blue Hawaiian, I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
It literally tastes like Hawaiian Punch, but with a little bit of a blue twist. Now, I know that blue isn't a flavor per se, but you guys know what I mean. When I say blue Gatorade, you guys can taste it, right? You know what blue tastes like, so to speak. So this is essentially like a blue Hawaiian Punch kind of flavor. Freaking delicious. Almost tastes like a cocktail. I can literally put a couple of ice cubes on there, maybe a little umbrella, and sip on it while I'm chilling at the beach. This thing is freaking delicious. But we do know that flavors don't matter as much in the end of the day. It's all about the contents of the tub and how it affects us in the gym when we're actually training, which is why we take these pre-workouts, right? We don't take these pre-workouts so we could chill at the beach. We take them so we can train harder than we did the last time we were at the gym. So this here is a pretty small scoop coming in at 8.77 grams. No half scoop, 1 scoop, 2 scoop nonsense. None of that, guys. We're getting just 1 scoop, full dose, 8.77 grams. You can round it off to 9, which incidentally is how much you're going to get. It weighs in at about 9 grams, so teeny bit over, but we always prefer going over rather than under. That's how we do it here on the channel. As I said earlier, 25 servings per container. We begin with beta-alanine at the clinical 3,200 milligrams for the tingles. There's other benefits, obviously, endurance, lactic acid buffering, but we really care about the tingles. Ultimately, that's what it's all about. You want to know that something is happening in your body, letting you know that it's go time when you get to the gym. L-citrulline malate coming in at a very small 2,000 milligram dose, so it doesn't even tell you 2-to-1 ratio, but let's assume it's a 2-to-1 ratio. That would bring it to, I think, 1,500 to 500, which is not a lot of citrulline. It's bare bones minimum. So you can see that as a criticism, but this here isn't meant to provide crazy juicy pumps. It doesn't advertise that anywhere. It is essentially meant to be an energy and stimulant blend. So you can stack your own citrulline on top of this if it's necessary. I'll let you know if it's necessary. You got to stay tuned to the effects section to see what I think of that. N-acetyl L-tyrosine for focus, 500 milligrams. So once again, a pretty small dose. You're usually going to see at least 1,000 milligrams. Some go up to like 4,000 milligrams, but 1,000 is usually the starting point. I don't think I've ever seen a pre-workout that has 500. Maybe a nootropic will have 500, but it's not such a massive dose. So that is definitely interesting. And then we're getting caffeine anhydrous at 350 milligrams. So that's a pretty good dose, a good high-end daily kind of dose, the equivalent of about 3.5 cups of coffee. So not quite at that 400 milligram stim junkie realm, but right below it. So it's a pretty high dose, all things considered. Green tea leaf extract, trademarked as Cell Flow 6, which I really love, does help with the pumps and with hydration and with a couple of other things. 300 milligrams, very good dose. You see a lot of people using Cell Flow 6, trademarked, and really, really good blend, good extract of green tea and other things as well. Glucorocholactone, if I pronounce that correctly, coming in at 200 milligrams. And lastly, we do finish off with isopropylsynephrine to get the thermogenesis going in your body, to get you sweating a little bit, get your rear end into action. And that comes in at a very mild 20 milligrams. So looking at this label, there isn't anything that really pops out. This definitely doesn't look like a amazing pre-workout on label, right? It looks pretty basic if we're being honest, especially for us veterans of the game. I mean, look at the shelf behind me, right? So what would compel me to take the Cannibal Riot OG, this very simple looking pre-workout, over anything on the shelf there? Before I answer that question, don't forget to like this video, comment down below, share the channel with a fellow stim junkie or a fitness enthusiast, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Cannibal Riot OG, a badass looking tub with a pretty underwhelming label. Does it deliver in the gym where it matters most? The answer is a resounding hell yes. Boy, does this guy deliver, because this here is a classic case of labels being just that. Labels. This here may be benign on label. It may seem like an average regular pre-workout that may or may not hit you in the gym, but man, this here is one of the best daily use pre-workouts that I've taken in a very long time. It is such a minimalist label, but it gets the job done. I've ran it about 4 times already for various different workouts, and it was a good, clean, smooth, sustainable burst of energy each and every time, even providing me with a little bit of mood elevation. Obviously, nothing on the illicit level. It's not going to give you a sensation to feel like dancing in the middle of the gym floor. None of that stuff, guys. This is a clean, by-the-books type of product, but it hits surprisingly well. Way better than what the label would suggest. If I would go to a store and I wouldn't know this brand and I would just pick this up and look at it, I would look at the label and I'd put it straight back down. Just being honest. But if you're in the know about, you know that Chaos and Pain is an old school company. They've been around longer than High-Stim Ace has been into fitness, and they know a thing or two about this industry, about supplementations. Like I said earlier in the video, I reviewed their pump formula, the Permaswole Cannibal line, and it was an amazing product. So these guys know what they're doing. I've tried a lot of their other products also. Did also review the Cannibal Ferox, which is a more high-stim version type of product. And that one was freaking incredible as well. Had me lit up all 3 times I tried it. But this here, the Cannibal Riot OG, is an amazing product to take on a regular, everyday basis. You can take this 5 days a week. You will not have issues. It will not affect your sleep. It will not give you a stimmy willy later at night when you're trying to get busy. And it won't give you any jitters, anxiety, elevated heart rate, or anything that you would associate with a high-stim pre-workout, right? So this here is a super clean daily driver, if you will, but it slaps. It gives you such a good burst of energy to get you going, and no matter which body part you're training, you're going to get a good 2 to 3 hours of clean energy, and then it will taper off naturally, and you're just going to go back to your regular state of being. No crash, no drama, nothing like that. It's a super enjoyable product. The taste is really good. It hits relatively quickly. Within 10 to 12 minutes, you start feeling it. The music will sound better. And surprisingly, you're going to push so hard that you're going to get pumped up even on just 2 grams of citrulline malate. You can always add your own citrulline. I have the Dark Labs L-citrulline, which I can stack on top of this, an extra 5 grams of citrulline, and you're good to go. The pumps on their own are sufficient. You don't have to add anything to it. But if you're chasing the pumps and you want to be blown up in the gym, then feel free to stack your own glycerol or L-citrulline or maybe a pump formula, but I wouldn't add any of these crazy over-the-top loaded pump, non-stim kind of products, because this here already gets the job done. It may be a small scoop, it may not be so insane on label, but this thing hits far harder than it should based off the label anyway, and you're going to have a great experience on it. So you're going to go to the gym, you're going to be energized, it's going to put you in a good mood, not over the top euphoric, but just a good, clean, positive mood, give you a good sense of well-being, get you positive, get your mind right, and really get you focused and dialed in on those weights or cardio, whatever it is that you're doing. This pre-workout is going to help you achieve it, and the flavor is really, really good. I know I mentioned it like twice already, but this may be one of the tastiest pre-workouts I ever had in my life. Not that I really care much about flavor, but when it's really, really good, then it's noteworthy, and I do like to mention it. To pick up the Cannibal Riot OG pre-workout as well as any product from Chaos and Pain, you can head over to the official Chaos and Pain website and use discount code ACE15 to save 15% off your entire order, as well as help support this channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the review, and man, try this product out, because if you're looking for a daily something to cycle off to between all the crazy high stim Saturday, high stim Sunday sessions, this one here is a great option, and you're still gonna feel it. That is the most important thing. And the label is small enough to the point where if you feel like stacking your own Araya, or you want to stack your own Alpha Yo, or again, you want to add a little bit of pumps to it, a little bit of citrulline or glycerol, it's very versatile because it's a very minimalist label. So whatever you add to it will enhance it as opposed to detracting from the experience. Once again, guys, if you enjoyed this video, show your support by liking the video. Comment down below. Tell me if you've ever tried any products from Chaos and Pain, and if so, what are some of your favorites? Don't forget to leave the like, and guys, I will see you all next time for the next High Stim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody. High Stim Ace, signing off.